What's up, guys? This is Corey with the Cersei Jaime, back with another video for y'all. Today we're going to be looking at Game of Thrones Season 7, the premiere episode, Dragonstone. So let's get right into it. Obviously, everyone's excited. Game of Thrones is back up. We're in a shorter season this year. I believe it's 7 episodes as opposed to the regular 13 or something like that. But it's been a little bit of a longer wait since last season than what we typically are used to. But all in all, we're back into it. It's exciting, so let's go. So this episode, all in all, is pretty uneventful in terms of like big set pieces or anything like that. It was a lot of exposition and kind of setting the stage for how this season's gonna go, which is great in and of itself. I had no problem with this. There was some moments I wasn't like super pleased with. I thought they kind of drug, but all in all, it wasn't too bad. So when we start the episode, we have kind of a cold opening, kind of a call back to the phrase last season, as we saw Arya gets revenge on the phrase for the Red Wedding and everything like that. And we get some more of that where she basically gets all the remaining Freys in a room and poisons all of them and gets them all killed, which that was pretty cool. Kind of a cold opening. Honestly, when that was kind of getting set up, I was a little uninterested. I thought it was just like a callback to last year, but it paid off really well. So then we get Arya back in action. Then she bombs off. Moving on, we did a little bit with Jon Snow. He's starting to kind of build his defenses and prep for war with the White Walkers and the zombies and all that kind of stuff. We see him back in the meeting room at Winterfell, and he's going over kind of how his plan of attack is going to be. He's sending off the wildlings to defend some castles, and he's starting to get everyone ready to train. We see a little bit of an argument between him and Sansa, which I thought was a little bit annoying. I'm not interested in the Sansa character, and even more now that she's got this... She didn't have a personality for like 5 seasons, and now that she's starting to develop it last season after all the Ramsay stuff, I mean, I guess it's great for her character, but just personally, I'm just not interested. I'm not crazy about that character. I never really have been, and just now she's just more of an annoying character. I'd rather her be not much of a character like she was previously, but it's fine. So her and Jon are kind of getting into it. She's kind of disagreeing with the things he says. She wants him to be smarter than Ned, smarter than Robb, and all this kind of good stuff. And Jon kind of gives her the good comment, well, you may be smart like you. So it's kind of Jon's kind of taking his shots where he can get him. We get a little bit of Littlefinger interaction, which is whatever. Again, Baelish I'm not super fond of either, but he's kind of working behind the scenes like always. So we deal with that. One of my favorite scenes in the whole episode was a little interaction between Brienne and Tormund. I love that little relationship that's going on. And it's very subtle. We just kind of get a raised eyebrow to Brienne from Tormund. So moving on, and then we do a little bit with Cersei and Jaime, which was a little bit interesting at the very beginning. We're kind of getting that conflict of interest with Jaime. What is he really feeling as he's coming back? And he's finding out that now all of his children are dead, and his last child killed himself. He's not really aware of everything that went on, is kind of what it makes it sound like. You can see Cersei is kind of cold to the whole fact. She just basically is like, he betrayed me, he betrayed you, and now he's gone, and now we have to move on. Whereas in Jaime, he wants to mourn or remember and everything like that, and so we're kind of left in a weird spot. I really think it's setting the stage for there's going to be some type of split between Jaime and Cersei come the end of this. I don't know how it's going to happen. I have theories that we'll kind of get into in a different video, but I believe that it's going to happen. We also get a little bit of a scene where Cersei has recruited Euron Greyjoy to come and bring all of his 1,000 ships. And so there's a little bit of a dick judging contest with Euron and Jaime. Euron takes his shots with the fact that Jaime has only one hand, and Jaime takes his shots where how pathetic Euron and just the Greyjoys in general are, so that was kind of fun. And then really kind of, I think the best moment of the episode was dealing with the Hound, and kind of his almost redemption arc that he's going on. We're learning more about him as a character. He's becoming more open. We kind of got that little bit of a feeling with he had his whole stuff with Ian McShane last season, but now we're really getting into that. He's with the Brotherhood, and then they run into the house of the people he kind of stranded back in season 4, I believe, when he had Arya with him. And obviously we find out that they are dead, and you can kind of see the guilt or the regret in Clegane's face. Like, he just looks like a different person now. There's a little bit of an interaction between him and dealing with the God of Light and all that kind of stuff, which was kind of interesting to see how that's all going to go. But we can definitely see Clegane is on this different arc that he's ever been. So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the Hound as a character. I really always have. And just seeing him kind of get his moments, probably especially since this was the best moments all in this episode, I really enjoyed. And then finally we get Daenerys. They land, she's in her old castle, the Targaryen castle from when she was a child and everything like that. It's super quiet, it's just kind of her walking around, just kind of being back at home and things like that. There's a really cool scene, you can kind of see like her old toys and stuff as she was a child and all that kind of stuff, and then, so that's fine, there wasn't really a lot going that. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is we get, Sam, he's, back at, I think it's Sam. I want to call him Sam, like Lord of the Rings, like Samwise. But he's there to study to become a maester. And there's a little montage of basically his shit job of cleaning shit, pouring soup, cleaning shit, pouring soup, which is kind of funny. And then finally we get a little brief moment where they don't physically show that it's him. We know it's Mormont. He grabs Sam by the hand, and we see all of his nasty dragon scales. So that was pretty cool, just to see that he's still around. And then there might be something going on with him near later down this season. But anyway, guys, that is it. All in all, I think it was a pretty good episode. Obviously, it's not super exciting, but this is just the beginning. Again, this is kind of setting the pieces for how everything's going to fall for the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll start gearing up and getting into some more action-y type stuff here soon. But hopefully we'll be having some more videos here pretty quickly, kind of discussing just some more theories and all that kind of stuff for the rest of this season, how it's going to progress. But that's all I got for y'all, guys. So let me know what y'all think down below of this episode. Were y'all impressed? Were y'all disappointed? What do y'all think's going to happen down the road the rest of this season? But that's it, guys, and we will see y'all next time.